just to remember that this is how bad it is. There's literally a company called Grayscale, and they've got a fund that's effectively backed by crypto, and it's trading at like a 75% discount.
You brought some stuff. You brought some topics.
I brought some heat. I'm packing the heat today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys hear about this BlackRock ETF for Bitcoin?
I mean, I heard about it. I'm nonplussed because, I mean, I feel like Charlie Brown with the football. I mean, that's an old reference. I don't know if you get that one. But
I partially do.
Okay. Well, I mean, like the ETF thing, the Bitcoin ETF has been yanked from us so many times. I don't even know if it matters if it's BlackRock or not.
You know what's amazing, and I'm jumping ahead, but just to remember that this is how bad it is. There's literally a company called Grayscale, and they've got a fund that's effectively backed by crypto, and it's trading at like a 75% discount.
Oh, right.
So
right.
if you think there really is going to be an ETF, if there is, and they're going to convert that, might be a really great time to actually like put some money to work.
You guys
not that I'm representing anything, because as a financial advisor, I'm not allowed to.
Not financial advice.
It's not financial advice.
Okay, you guys definitely need to get me in the loop with the legal side of it, or what do you mean by like if it actually happens? But to me, what's interesting is, a couple of years ago, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, he was, saying Bitcoin is for money laundering, and now a couple of years later, they're announcing a Bitcoin ETF. I mean, if this isn't only market manipulation and, trying to control the population, I don't know what this is, because I don't think there's any interest in it for BlackRock as BlackRock seeing it as a valuable investment. I think there's an interest in, hey, there have been many years and we've seen people are adopting this. It's not going anywhere. And now they want to control it, just like they control everything else. Yeah. Didn't we have this conversation about BlackRock controlling like 99% of, or I think I might have seen it on social media, where BlackRock wants to control like 99% of the assets in the world.
They're on the board of a lot of stuff.
But who doesn't want to?
Well, I mean,
that's the difference.
This is a question I want to ask you, because this sounds a lot like what JP Morgan went. So, Frank, I was going to ask from the outside. I can only talk from a Bitcoiner's perspective, because we saw the same exact thing where Jamie Dimon was on stage, I think at an All Things D conference, and they were asking him questions like, what are your feelings on Bitcoin?
Yeah.
And he literally says Bitcoin is a scam. And and this is back prior to the big bull run where it goes up to 68. So this is like, where that's not a bizarre opinion for Jamie Dimon to have. But on that particular day, the largest single purchaser of Bitcoin during that conference was JP Morgan. Like it was very clear that was an honest opinion coming out of his mouth, and also he didn't know what the heck his own company was doing.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah.
Is this what maybe BlackRock is like, where BlackRock was calling Bitcoin for money launderers, the CEOs calling them for money launderers a couple of years ago, and now they're trying to do the ETF?
So the difficulty there is that you have so many conflicting issues, right? With a traditional bank, who's going to be disrupted the most with the technology as is if the U.S. banking system loses the capacity to do the banking, right? So on one side, of course, he has to say that's a horrible idea, right? But on the other side, he also probably doesn't know all the little shadow entities within his organization that really do have and have been tasked to deal with things like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's always a black box, a little sandbox.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.